It's Blues America time. Blues America time.
The blues is a feeling. The blues is life. The blues is stories and legend. The blues is the heart and soul of America. It is our history and national standard. Everything started from the blues. It's time now for Blues America. Blues America, broadcasting coast to coast. Let's talk about the blues, shall we?
Hey, let's talk about the blues. It's Blues America time, your voice for blues talk. A little blues show broadcasting out of the Sonoran Desert with 50,000 watts of blues power, stretching from Tucson to Sedona and everywhere on your streaming audio device. I'm in charge of this mess, your humble host, Drew Burbis. Here's what you need to know. We got a website. It's bluesamerica.com. It explains everything and features a photo of the day, which is a silhouette of Henry Townsend playing at the Chicago Blues Fest during the 1990s. Check out our playlists online and like us on Facebook. Email the show at bluesamerica@gmail.com. Coming up on today's program, I speak with special guest bluesman Willie Buck, the famed Chicago singer and band leader. And if you like what you hear today, Arizona's King of the Blues, Big Pete Pearson, will be featured on next week's program. The Blues News is next. You're listening to Blues America. I'm that guy, Drew Burbis.
This is your Blues News.
Scholars have debunked the discovery of a new Robert Johnson photo. Although experts have searched for decades and several photographs have surfaced claiming to depict the American music icon, only 2 photos of Robert Johnson have ever been officially verified. The recent photo, reported to be that of the Grey Blues pioneer dressed up and standing next to musician Johnny Shines, was discovered 8 years ago and put on display at the Johnson estate in 2013. Unfortunately, a new, lengthy, and detailed article has been issued in which 49 experts and scholars, including well-known historians and forensic anthropologists, dissected the photo and declared that there is no substantial evidence to support the claim that the photo was authentic and that of Robert Johnson. However, Lois Gibson, who works with the Houston Police Department, is among those who disagree. Gibson found the identity of the sailor kissing the nurse in the famous Life magazine photo of Times Square after the Second World War, and Gibson analyzed the features of the long-fingered man holding the guitar and has ruled that it appears that the individual is that of Robert Johnson. She stated that all features are consistent, if not identical. Go to bluesamerica.com to see the photo.
Tell my friend boy Willie Brown. Now that I'm standing at the crossroad, baby, I believe I'm sinking down.
Critics have given HBO's Bessie series favorable reviews in its opening shows. In mid-May, HBO began airing the much-anticipated biopic about the life of legendary blues singer Bessie Smith, portrayed by the rapper Queen Latifah and featuring R&B singer Monique as Ma Rainey. Latifah was asked to play the role 20 years ago. She stated to the LA Times that waiting has allowed her to live more of the blues and experience a life journey in the music industry similar to that of Bessie Smith. The program airs Saturdays on HBO.
Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In my pocket, not one penny, and my friends are...
If you ever wondered what happened to bluesman Rockin Johnny, I know I have. Well, good news, he's back. Rockin Johnny was very active in the 1990s. In addition to leading a popular house band and being regarded as an important session player, his band also recorded 3 albums on Delmark. Johnny took 6 years off to spend time with his family, living in Rockford and working 2 jobs. He announced to the Chicago Tribune that he's returning to the blues scene with his new album, recorded in San Jose, titled Greaseland.
When your house fair, baby, and we come to rock a while. Will you have?
In May, the Mississippi Blues Trail celebrated the legacy of W.C. Handy, the father of blues, by placing a historical marker at Handy's birthplace in Florence, Alabama. Handy's Memphis Blues was among the first blues songs ever published. His most famous song, St. Louis Blues, ranks as one of the most recorded songs of all time. Lots of birthday anniversaries to celebrate this week, including great Curtis Mayfield, Tinsley Ellis, Jimmy Lunceford, and one of the greats, bluesman Jimmy Rogers. Jimmy born June 3rd, 1924. What a life, what a life. That's your blues news. Special guest Willie Buck is coming up next. Willie Buck has been leading notable bands in Chicago for over 40 years. He arrived on the scene during the 1950s in the midst of the Chicago blues heydays. After a short period of singing as a teenager in the South on the Chitin Circuit, he quickly became a force on Maxwell Street, singing with Dave and Louis Myers, Little Mack Simmons, and Big Moose Walker, who he would later record his first full-length album with. His earlier LP singles are often sought out by collectors. They include How Can I Be Nice to You, I Want My Baby, and The Disco Blues. For many years, Willie was operating his own tow truck business and singing on the weekends, but during his recent resurgence, he's recorded an album for Delmark with the Rockin Johnny Band and an album in Europe with JL Pardo. His singing style is simple, powerful, and he channels the spirit of Muddy Waters, who is his primary influence. Many of today's blues stars credit Willie for helping to give them their start in the blues. Willie had a small part in the movie Hoop Dreams and was inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame in 2004. Welcome Willie Buck to Blues America.
Blues America. America. Now that's some home cooking.
I don't care how long you go. I don't care how long. But good kind treatment bring you home someday. But someday, baby, you ain't in trouble. Hold me anymore. You just keep on betting. That's the dice don't pay. Well, you know, darling, you are living too way. But someday, baby, you ain't in trouble. Hold me.
Willie, I've been hearing your name for many years, and here we are. I finally get to meet you. This is really exciting for me. We're hanging out at the vinyl shop, the Record High in Phoenix, listening to your great music. Is this your first time in Arizona?
Yeah, this is my first time being here, and I've had a ball since I've been here and not even performed yet, but I enjoyed a lot of scenery that I saw here last night.
All right. Well, when you perform, what should we expect?
Well, I tell you, they don't want to miss it. They don't want to miss it. It's going to be a surprise.
You got a particular style that you like to sing in?
Well, you know what? I can sing in pretty much any style, but, you know, like my voice is original, what I do, you know, and they would call it, I was in a book and they said it was old school music. They said it was old school, but that's the way I lay it down. And when I go out there, you know, when I'm on the bandstand, I'm for real. I mean, I lay it down like it's supposed to be done. That's what I do.
Now, being a showman, Willie, does that take a lot of practice, or is it charisma? Do you have some things that you plan on doing, or does it all just happen spontaneously?
Well, what I do is just, you know, like when I get on the bandstand, I mean, it just comes and I lay it down just the way it comes. That's what I do, and I just go for it.
40 days and 40 nights since my baby left the town. Sun shining all day long, and the rain keep falling down. She my life, I need her soul. What you have, I just don't know. 40 days
let's jump in that time machine and go back.
Okay.
And tell me how long you've been doing this.
Well, I've been doing it a good 50 years at least, that long. I've been doing it that long at least.
Now, originally you're from Mississippi?
Yes. Well, it's South Park. I was into the blues very young, but I was into the blues, and so a little bit later on in years I came to Chicago, like 1953, and I've been here ever since, and I got a chance to meet all the older stars when I first got to Chicago, and it was very exciting to me.
40 days and 40 nights since I sat right down and cried. Searching for everywhere, like a blind man.
Well, I was singing, and I was quite young, but I always had a pretty strong voice, and hey, I just there used to be a club was not too far from my hometown, alongside the highway, and I kind of forgot the name of it now. It's been quite a few years. I don't remember, but it was one of the most popular clubs that they had down there at that time, and I would get up in there, and it didn't really matter no age there, back then. It didn't matter about, how old you was. If you could do it, you could do it, and that's what I did.
I was wondering if you had musicians in your family.
Well, I have two sisters. Both of them, played guitar, and we before they owned the guitar. What happened was they had you could take like a string of wire and take two bricks, and you put them together and you tighten it up real good, and you can make music with that.
Almost like a bow does.
Yeah, exactly. And we did that a lot. Yeah.
Now, Willie, you really made a name for yourself, and you've been known as a singer, as a blues singer. Did you play instruments at all at any time?
Well, you know what? I played bass guitar, but what happened, I had a little accident, in wrist, and my wrist got a little bit, I'd say it gives out on me, and so I just stopped playing and mostly sang, but I'm sort of thinking I'm going to go back playing the bass guitar a little bit. Matter of fact, I own one. I went out and picked me up one, so I've been practicing, and I'm hoping that
kind of jam on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, when the sun rose this morning, I didn't have my baby by my side. Yeah, when the sun rose this morning, I didn't have my baby by my side.